So I just walked into Foods for Less. I just need to come in here and grab one or two things. But the store is damn near empty. There's hardly anybody in here. See? And it's the first of the month. I mean, this lady was like, I don't mean to be mean, but I'm glad it's like this because I just came in here to get two things. I'm telling you, these grocery stores is empty. The first of the month, this is the Foods for Less on 87th, baby. This place be cracking. Ain't nobody in here. They saving them stamps. If they did get them ordered, they stamps probably got delayed. But there ain't nobody really shopping in this bad fella.
While strolling through Walmart, I noticed that it was very empty in the store. It is the first of the month, no SNAP benefits out. Wow. Walmart is feeling the crunch.
Listen, oh my God, y'all, listen. I just ran into the grocery store. I just got back home and I wasn't thinking. And I realized when I was in there that I was just walking around, subconsciously not thinking. And when I got to the checkout line at Walmart, I realized I walked straight to the front of the line. When you walk straight to the front of the line at Walmart, there's a problem. I just can't believe that as a society we have gotten here. This is where we are in the world, where people can't go to the grocery store. I felt so bad. I didn't even think about it until I was in the line getting ready to check out. Oh my God. I can't believe in the United States of America, people can't go to the grocery store. Really? So this is what we're doing now as a country. It is heartbreaking. It is disturbing. And I just don't know what else to say. Because there's nothing that we could do. Oh, there is one thing that we could do. Use our voice. Use our voice. This is unacceptable in the United States of America. Completely unacceptable.
When grocery stores across America start to look empty, you know something is deeply wrong. People aren't shopping like they used to, not because they don't want to, but because they simply can't afford to. Food prices are insane. Shelves are thinning out, and after the government slashed food stamps, millions are being forced to choose between eating and surviving. This isn't the America many people imagined. It's heartbreaking to see ordinary families struggling just to put food on the table, while the cost of living keeps climbing and leadership looks the other way. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and let's continue watching the reactions, then you come back with commentary.
For the first time in 43 years, food pantries are actually running empty on food, as it pushes closer to November. As of today, this is the 26th of October, 2025. Tomorrow is actually the last day for them to open the government back up so people can start getting their benefits. I can't even begin to describe how catastrophic this is. This is one of probably the worst times in history for a lot of people right now, especially American people who's trying to figure out how to feed their children and how to bring food into their household. As you all know, around maybe like the second week of every month, food already starts to run low. That's when you start to rob Peter to pay Paul. You fishing for scraps in the cabinet and stuff like that. So I could not imagine what some people are going through right now, panicking. And you already have people out here working full-time jobs that don't even get stamps, who works 12, 16 hours a day. And those very people are still struggling right now. So when you have family members trying to lean on other family members, it's going to still be hard because, you know, everything is so high. And then with everything being so high right now, the price is skyrocketing, and then having the benefits just snatched from them, it's just kind of wild. And you got people on here laughing about the situation. I don't really see nothing funny about it because, you know, I was raised off those same benefits that they're taking from people. I was raised off those same benefits. And so I couldn't imagine what the moms, how the parents is feeling right now who actually depend on that. And, you know, like, what about the people who actually can't work? The people disabled? What about them? What happens to them? I just feel like that it's a sad situation, man. You know, prayers to everybody out there who going through the struggle. I know crime rate finna go through the roof because these moms and dads ain't finna just sit back and just watch their kids starve. You know, if I was in that situation, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, man. You might as well just start building more jails because that's what it's gonna result to anyway, man.
But here is what gives me hope. Even in the middle of this crisis, you are seeing people stand up for one another. Neighbors opening food pantries in their yards, community groups donating foods and essentials, people sharing what little they have. That's real compassion, something you can't legislate. The government expected riots. Instead, people chose kindness. They chose unity, and that says a lot about who we are as human beings.
Yesterday, my husband and I put up a small food pantry at the end of our driveway in our rural town. We filled it with all kinds of canned goods that we hoped would help our neighbors in their time of need. After I put this up on the town Facebook page, one of my neighbors reached out to me and asked if they could actually take it all for one of our neighbors that has a disability and was really struggling. I said I can do one better and decided to go grocery shopping just for him. Selfishly, I want to feel like I'm actually helping somebody with everything that's going on in the world. So I went to our larger chain grocery store where they have lots of sales so that I could stock up on canned goods. My goal was to have stuff that wouldn't expire for a few years, and I tried as hard as I could to buy store brands as well as these yellow things list the sales that they have and stock up for that. I also got additional stuff for our food pantry that we put together since I originally bought from a more expensive store. Thankfully, I was able to fill almost the entire cart with all kinds of things for him and our food pantry. I also wanted to get a number of toiletry items like nice toilet paper, milk to make things, butter, as well as hygiene items. I then went home and was surprised that somebody had already come to our food pantry, and so I was able to look in, get excited about that, and put in additional food that we bought at the store. So thankfully, I finally have 2 full bins. I put everything out on the porch for my neighbor to come and get. I don't want the neighbor that this is going to know that it's me because I don't want them to feel embarrassed. So thankfully, my neighbor who alerted me about this need is going to come and pick it up. When I left from my warm house this morning to go to my reliable car with my pre-made salad for lunch, I felt very overwhelmed. We're all just a very bad month or a very bad few months from needing help. And so it's important that I prayed for my neighbor, that God would help use me in our community to take care of him, but also that I'd continue to be a good steward of everything that God is.
I'm having another moment. I just got home from picking up election material because I'm working the elections tomorrow. And I knew that the box got quite a bit of activity last night. But while I was inside, the dogs started barking. And I heard the latch on the pantry box. And so I waited and I waited. And then I peeked my head out the window and there was a little boy walking away with a pack of flour. And then he came back and he laid his hoodie in front of the pantry box and he filled it up. And I know he came from the middle school because he was coming from that direction. I waited until he got a block away or so and I'm sitting on my porch watching him walk home with all of his groceries. I'm sorry, let me get my shit together. Let's go check the box. And this is how I know that he only took groceries because all of the sweet treats on the top of the shelf are still there. But he took some chicken broth, the flour, some yeast. Oh my goodness, I can't stop crying, guys. He even took the ketchup. Oh, I'm gonna go inside and fill a bag.
Yesterday, we opened a free food pantry with just a few items, but a lot of hope. Within a few hours, the community caught on and we had lots of donations come in. And by the end of the day, I think we fed over 6 families. This is what happens when we take care of each other, and I hope this is just the beginning.
sorry. I was just watching a video of a man who has a food pantry in his front yard, and somebody just left him thousands of dollars in cash in his mailbox. The reason Trump is weaponizing hunger is because he wants to invoke the Insurrection Act. If you haven't heard yet, right now what they're doing is creating what they're calling quick reaction forces, which would deploy about 500 National Guard into each state to control riots. And the only way he can do that is if he invokes the Insurrection Act. So he wants us all to freak out, right? And instead, people are helping each other out, creating food pantries. I'm proud of us. Keep it going. Love ya. Bye.
I'm literally shaking right now. My boys and I started a food pantry in our front yard. I just went out to fix things. People have been using it all night. I just looked at my mailbox. Are you kidding me? There's no name. It just says, may God prosper and bless your food pantry. We're really not letting people go hungry, man.
It's about to happen. It's about to happen. If you see everything that's happening with the trade war, everybody losing their jobs, the economy collapsing, thousands, millions of people. I think they have to be at about 3 to 4 million layoffs, probably more. You know, if you count the layoffs, man, we have to be at about more than 3 million by now. And then Donald Trump taking away the EBT benefits, food stamps, SNAP benefits, cutting people, food benefits. And then you got food banks, food pantries, that are basically getting dried up because so many people are going there and then they don't have any food left because it's all taken, right? I think we're going to see empty grocery shelves pretty soon. So many Americans, they're going to have to get used to going, eating one meal a day or going a whole day without eating to not only save money, but also to survive. And I think this is something that a certain group of people is trying to normalize. Empty shelves are coming, and I'm not sure how we can stop this, except for, repenting and submitting and, accepting Jesus Christ at this point, because we're losing everything. The economy, everything, businesses leaving. We're losing everything here in America. What else is left? What else is left, my friend? Better ask Jesus for help, because these politicians don't care about you or me, man. These politicians don't care about you or me. Anyways, stay safe. Save your money if you got a job. Keep working that job. Buy canned food. Buy food that can stay on the shelf for a long time. So stay safe, guys, and make sure to feed your family. I also recommend people to start fasting, 24-hour fasting, and the time for comfort is over, man.
The truth is, over 42 million Americans depend on food stamps. That's about 12.6% of the population, nearly 1 in 8 people. And for the first time in U.S. history, food bank pantries themselves are running out of food. Think about that. The very safety net meant to catch people is collapsing. This moment should open our eyes. It's a reminder that when those in power fail to care for people, we must care for each other, because no government program or politician can replace human compassion. We are stronger together than divided. And right now, America needs that unity more than ever. If you're watching this, take a moment to think, how can you make a small difference where you are? Sometimes kindness doesn't change the whole world, but it changes someone's world. And that's what truly matters. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.